Group 4, Paprika Powder Processing. Paprika powder is the popular spice made from the dried and ground red pepper, mainly from the species Capsicum annuum. Its value for its bright and wide range of the flavor, from the sweet to the smoky taste. The main ingredient used is the dried red bell pepper, and the paprika originated in the Central America and Mexico. But today, Hungary and Spain are well known for producing the high quality of paprika, and this pepper are using the drying methods such as sun drying, oven drying, and also the smoke drying to preserve their flavor and colors.
For the process flow in the making of paprika powder, the first step taken is to harvest. Red peppers chosen should be firm and having a red deep color indicates it fully ripened. When harvest, avoid excessive grasping to prevent damage to any part of the plant. Next, peppers being sorted and graded based on its quality and color intensity. Each pepper with the signs of damage or spoilage like rotting and mold present being discarded to ensure its final quality. After that, peppers being washed thoroughly to remove debris and dirt, and then being sliced into thin smaller pieces to facilitate drying. Drying then takes place in order to dehydrate the peppers until it completely dry and brittle.
For the next step of the process flow is destemming and deseeding. After drying, remaining stems and seeds are removed. Seeds are low in color and may affect the flavor. Next is grinding. Dried paprika pods are ground into a fine powder using spice mills or grinders. Grinding must be done carefully to avoid heat build-up because it can damage the pigment. And next is sieving. Powder is passed through sieves to ensure uniform particle size. Coarse particles are reground. Next is packaging. Pack in an airtight, moisture-proof and light-resistant packaging. Sometimes vacuum packed or nitrogen flushed to preserve freshness. And lastly is the storage. Store in a cool, dry place to maintain the color, flavor and aroma.
For hot air drying process, the main purpose of this drying method is to reduce moisture, which help prevent mold, preserve the peppers and prepare them for grinding. It also helps keep the bright red color and enhance the flavor. For processing, first we clean and cut the fresh peppers. Then we place them into a drying machine, like a tray or tunnel dryer. Hot air around 50 to 70 degrees Celsius is blown over the peppers. This process takes about 6 to 24 hours depending on their size. Once they are dry, with only 8 to 10% moisture left, they are cool and ready for the next step. The advantage is hot air drying is faster than sun drying, cleaner and can be done any time of the year. It also gives even drying and is perfect for large-scale production.
Is freeze drying. The purpose of freeze drying is to remove moisture while preserving its color, nutrient and texture, and then to produce stable paprika powder with extended shelf and improved quality. Freeze drying started with the freezing stage, which began with freezing the paprika slice at -80 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. And then next to the drying stage, the stamper were placed in a vacuum freeze dryer and continued for more than 24 hours until moisture content fell below 50%. The advantage of freeze drying is to maintain natural color, aroma and nutritional content better than conventional drying, and produce a porous, easily grindable dried product with osmotic pretreatment, result in lower moisture, brighter color and firmer texture.
Next, I would like to explain the grinding process in paprika powder production. And the purpose of grinding is to reduce dry paprika pods to fine powder, so it's easily used as a spice, seasoning or food colorant. And it also improves homogeneity and product consistency. And next is the equipment used. We have two here, which is pin mill and the hammer mill. And the pin mill is we usually use in the food industry. And the principle is when material enters the mills, it's heated repeatedly by the shaft with the pins and move through the space between the discs. And this fast impact with the material into smaller particles. And pin mill is used for heat-sensitive material because they produce lesser friction and heat. And hammer mill operate using rotating hammer that crush and shear the paprika material as it passes through a screen. And lastly, why we need to control the temperature, because grinding generates heat, and excessive heat can degrade carotenoid, which affect the red color of the paprika powder, and the volatile compound, which affect the flavor and aroma. So we need to avoid excessive grinding.